Hello everyone. It's been a while since we last met. Today we'll embark on an exciting fishing adventure in Kenya, following the journey of a young man who loves wild fishing. The story begins as he and his son prepare to depart from the airport, ticket in hand, with excitement brimming for the journey ahead. Let's dive in. When they landed in Kenya, the father and son wasted no time starting their adventure into the wild. They marveled at the breathtaking landscapes and encountered a wide variety of animals, from small creatures to the majestic wildlife unique to Africa.
Queens of the jungle in this case, because I don't see no...
When they landed in Kenya, the father and son wasted no time starting their adventure into the wild. They marveled at the breathtaking landscapes and encountered a wide variety of animals, from small creatures to the majestic wildlife unique to Africa. The father and son boarded a boat, armed with their fishing gear ready for an exciting day. After traveling a bit, they found a suitable spot and began casting their lines, skillfully baiting to attract fish.
There's a possibility that you catch it in Kenya.
Good, I told you.
The start of the day, the weather's very nice.
As he expertly baited the line, the water suddenly rippled and a large fish leaped to bite. The fishing rod shook violently, filling both father and son with immense excitement. After celebrating their first success, they continued fishing. This time, a bigger fish took the bait, promising a more thrilling challenge ahead.
So I fight the fish keeps on taking, the fish keeps on fighting.
The man struggled, summoning all his strength and skill to reel the fish closer to the boat. But suddenly the fish thrashed powerfully, snapping the line and escaping, leaving the crew stunned and disappointed.
Estimated that the shark was around 100.
Good. We got the fish.
And that was truly a...
This is my first jig drop in Kenya. Good. We got the fish.
And that was truly a...
The man struggled, summoning all his strength and skill to reel the fish closer to the boat. But suddenly the fish thrashed powerfully, snapping the line and escaping, leaving the crew stunned and disappointed.
Spent 5 minutes.
Not long after, his rod shook violently again. This time he caught another large fish, and the whole boat erupted in cheers. The day turned into an unforgettable journey filled with one success after another.
Wow, it's actually huge. I got struck by a barracuda and then...
After a thrilling day, they returned to shore with smiles and an impressive haul. That evening, they enjoyed a delicious meal and participated in some fun activities in the area, wrapping up the day with lasting memories. The next morning, they boarded the boat again, ready for another adventure at sea. A new day full of excitement and hope for amazing experiences lay ahead.
Wow, no way. Wow.
The day began with a surprising twist. Both father and son caught 2 large rabbitfish simultaneously, bringing joy to the duo. They continued fishing, and this time the father had to use all his strength to tackle a massive fish, putting up a fierce fight.
We thought that
Color.
Finally, with the help of the crew, the large fish was successfully brought aboard.
tea was one of the highlights of this trip for me.
Next, it was the son's turn, and to everyone's amazement, he hooked another big fish. Though it was a tough battle, he didn't give up. With the crew's support, he finally reeled in the giant fish, filling everyone with pride and excitement.
Around 45 kilos, based on the captain's.
As their Kenyan adventure came to an end, the father and son returned home with not only an incredible catch, but also unforgettable memories. The excitement, challenges, and joy brought them closer than ever. They left with gratitude, vowing to return for more adventures in the future.
Nature in Kenya is amazing. The culture is magnificent. Why Kenya? But what anchors us to this country, and something that always brings some of the monstrous and insane sizes that you could have.
Next, let's follow a fisherman who caught a terrifying aquatic beast. He was sitting in his small boat, holding his fishing rod, which had been tugged by an unknown fish.
Meu Deus do céu. Simplesmente estou com medo.
Suddenly, the massive fish leaped out of the water. The fisherman let out a loud shout that echoed across the river. His cry was a mix of amazement and pure excitement. With both hands gripping the rod tightly, he couldn't believe his eyes. This giant fish would undoubtedly be the most memorable catch of his life.
Enroscou em pau. Enroscou em pau. Agora lascou.
Not wanting to lose the opportunity, he kept a firm hold on the rod, his eyes locked on the fish's every move beneath the surface. He skillfully maneuvered his boat around the area, trying to tire the fish without snapping the line. His shouts for help echoed as he called out to his team.
Olha lá. Esse peixe, gente. A cauda dele tá aqui, onde é que tá o... Ai do céu.
But in a split second, the line stretched taut, seemingly on the verge of breaking, as the fish thrashed violently, attempting to escape. He let out another cry, stunned by the fish's vibrant colors and enormous size.
Olha o tamanho disso, Edmar.
After a tense struggle, the fisherman glanced up and saw the silhouette of a larger boat quickly approaching. His team had heard his calls and was rushing to assist. His eyes lit up, filled with hope, like seeing the light at the end of a long, grueling battle.
É muito grande, é muito grande. Ai, chegou onde ele queria. Botei a cara dele pra cima pra ver se ele não passa. Tirar esse palito daqui. Passar por cima desse palito.
After a quick discussion, the team decided to change tactics. They tied a sturdy rope to his small boat, preparing to tow both him and the massive fish closer to shore.
Não, vou estourar não. Saiu, saiu, bora. Pô, espera aí que ele resolveu bicar pro outro lado. Bora. Bora.
As they neared the shore, the fisherman beamed with excitement, sensing victory was near. Carefully, he guided the fish closer, even as it continued to pull him in circles. He handed the rod to his teammate, slowly reeling in the line to bring the fish closer to land.
Aham.
Agora que vai tomar.
As they neared the shore, the fisherman beamed with excitement, sensing victory was near. Carefully, he guided the fish closer, even as it continued to pull him in circles. He handed the rod to his teammate, slowly reeling in the line to bring the fish closer to land.
Eu já peguei uns calibre, hein? O importante é ele viver. Agora tentando ajudar. Ai, demais. Foi uma que o Silvio me deu, uma rabala grande dessa hora.
When the boat reached the shore, the fisherman quickly grabbed his camera to capture the unforgettable moment. The massive fish lay still, and he couldn't hide his pride. After a few moments, he and his teammate carefully removed the hook and gently released the fish back into the water. It gave a flick of its tail, gliding smoothly into the depths before disappearing. The fisherman smiled and turned to his team. That was incredible. What an unforgettable day. Have you ever caught a fish that big? If you did, would you dare to eat it?
Meu Deus do... Olha isso, é demais. Olha isso, não dá nem pra mostrar.
After releasing the fish back into the wild, the fisherman began a new day full of excitement. He packed up his gear, double-checked everything, and headed to the spot where he had hidden his boat. The location, tucked deep into a riverside corner and shaded by dense foliage, was discreet enough to avoid unwanted attention.
Ó, tem mais uma parte das coisas ali. Aqui, na beira do rio, as formigas não estão mais. Os trem tudo jogado no meio do mato. Peixe nesse madeirão, ó, o boto já tá ali me esperando.
With familiarity, he quickly inspected the boat to ensure everything was intact before continuing his journey. A new day, a new story was ready to unfold. He paddled the boat, searching for a spot rich in fish. After some searching, he decided on a location near a sand dredging machine. The river was relatively calm here. Seated securely on his small boat, he opened his bait box and carefully selected the freshest bait. His experienced hands deftly hooked the bait onto the line, his eyes never straying from his precise movements. Once ready, he cast the line into the water, watching as it curved gracefully before landing on the river's surface.
Cresceu monte de árvore e agora a gente vai pescar. Joga lá, ó. E deixa...
About 10 minutes of peaceful waiting passed when the fishing rod suddenly gave a gentle tug. He gripped the handle tightly and began reeling in. Here we go, the first catch of the day. After removing the catfish from the hook, he decided to use it as bait. While patiently waiting to catch another catfish, he used parts of the previous catch as bait to continue his adventure. After a while, the long-anticipated moment finally arrived. A large, powerful fish took the bait, and the line went taut. He steered his boat closer to the fish, anticipating the struggle ahead.
Quase quebrou a vara. Vamos lá. Caraca, meu irmão.
As he reeled in the line, he couldn't see the fish through the muddy water, but could feel its immense strength pulling the rod downward. Carefully, he worked to bring the fish closer to the shore.
Eles gostam da hora que você tá. Já perdi o colete. Falta mais o quê?
This time the fish began to tire and surfaced briefly, revealing its massive size. Amazed, he watched as it swam in circles around his boat, seemingly looking for a way to escape.
Quero ir ali, ó. Não aí. Nossa, é esquisito. Vem cá. E aqui. Entra por aqui. Vem com o papai. Meu Deus, não consigo, gente. Não vai ela ali. Ela. Cá. Não, aqui. Não, ela vai me levar tudo de volta.
Fortunately, he spotted a shallow area nearby and quickly stepped into the water for better leverage. He anchored the rod to the boat, approached the fish, and gave it his all to capture it. After a challenging struggle, he finally hauled the fish ashore, exhausted but elated by his victory.
O tamanho do peixe. Tá, bicho.
After taking a photo with the fish, he carefully removed the hook and released it back into the river. Returning to the rod he had left near the shore, he was surprised to find a small catfish hooked on it. However, it seemed to have been attacked by a larger predator, as its belly bore bite marks.
Ah, não, meu. Isso aqui. Meu Deus do céu. Peguei a pirarara. Isso.
Feeling pity for the injured fish, he decided to make the best of it by preparing a meal. He quickly cleaned and filleted it, seasoning the meat with care. Using a pot he had brought along, he fried the fish to a crispy golden brown, filling the air with a mouth-watering aroma. Wrapping up his adventure, he enjoyed a delicious meal, savoring the fruits of his hard work throughout the day.
Meu Deus. É isso, galera. Pescar. Fazer.
Thank you for joining this exciting journey. If you enjoy unique experiences and want to explore more fascinating stories, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any new videos. Leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. See you on the next adventure.
Saiu. Bora. Olha isso, é demais. Olha o tamanho.